Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. So today we are going to continue with another video on our PYQ series, and if you haven't come across it already, do consider subscribing our channel and go to the playlist and click on the playlist named PYQ series, and there we'll be discussing the previous year questions, particularly of NDA UGC NET 2020. So the previous live stream was where we discussed the January shift of 2020, and in this live stream we'll be discussing the December shift. Altogether there are 100 questions, but in this particular live stream we'll only be dealing with the first 50 questions, and we'll deal with the rest of the questions in the future live stream. So do consider subscribing and consider watching the rest of our videos. And I'll start with the first question. I hope this is visible. First question. Inductive method differs from deductive method in drawing its conclusion from. Option A, verification. Option B, particular instance. Option C, application. And option D, general truth. So this is question. And how I remember is that inductive, the hint is IPG. So inductive goes from particular to general. That's how I remember it. So our answer would be inductive method draw its conclusion from particular instances. So our option is option B. Next question. Which of the following information has now been excluded while making an entry for a book in the 8th edition of MLA Handbook for Writers of Research Papers? Option A, year of publication. Option B, place of publication. Option C, name of publisher. Option D, omission of subtitle. The right answer is option B, place of publication. Next question. Which of the following journals deal with the analysis of only theoretical concept? Option A, Granta. Option B, Manoa. Option C, Boundary 2. Option D, Arethusa. Here the right answer is option C, Boundary 2. Next question. Which one of the following statement by Roman Jakobson is true about metaphor and metonymy? Option A. Metaphor is alien to the continuity disorder, whereas metonymy is alien to similarity disorder. Option B. Metaphor is alien to similarity disorder and metonymy to the continuity disorder. Option C. Metaphor is alien to both this similarity disorder and continuity disorder, and metonymy is common to both. Option D. Metaphor is common to both similarity disorder and continuity disorder, but metonymy is alien to both. The right answer is option B. Metaphor is alien to similarity disorder, metonymy to continuity disorder. Next question. Who among the following theorists defines novel as a phenomenon multiform in style and variform in speech and voice? Option A, E.M. Forrester. Option B, Henry James. Option C, Mikhail Bakhtin. Option D, Eric Orbach. Let me know your answers in the comment section if you are with me. And don't forget to like this video either. It would mean a lot. And it would let me know that you are watching and responding. So here the right answer is option C, Mikhail Bakhtin. Next question. Who among the following critics is said to have developed the notion of interpretative communities? Option A, Terry Eagleton. Option B, James Tomskin. Option C, Roland Barthes. Option D, Stanley Fish. Let me know your answers. The right answer is option D, Stanley Fish. Next question. Metaphor differs from simile in that. Option A comparison in metaphor is usually explicit, whereas in simile it is implicit. Option B, a comparison in metaphor is usually implicit, whereas in simile it is explicit. Option C, neither metaphor nor simile is rooted in comparison. Option D, simile involves superimposition, while metaphor involves comparison. So both are degrees of comparison, but how does it differ from each other? The right answer is option B. A comparison in metaphor is usually implicit. When we say that he is a lion in battle, whereas in simile it is explicit. We say he fought like a lion or he was as brave as a lion. That's the basic difference between the two of them. Next question. The two broad division of reality in Plato's theory of relativity are option A, visible and assumable. Option B, intelligible and opinionable. Option C, visible and intelligible. Option D, intelligible and shadow. These are all questions from theory and criticism. So make sure your theory and criticism is strong. The right answer is option C, visible and intelligible. Next question. Who among the following called the poetasters the rhyming friends? Option A, Lucan. Option B, Horace. Option C, Pindar. Option D, Plato. This is a question that is actually dropped. Okay. So this was actually a dropped question, but nevertheless, the answer is given as option B. Next question. Who among the following refute Plato's charge that poets are liars by arguing that poet nothing affirms and therefore never lied? Option A, John Dryden. Option B, Philip Sidney. Option C, George Puttenham. Option D, Richard Hooker. So it is actually Philip Sidney who says this in his work Apology for Poetry. So our answer is option B. Next question. Who among the following coined the term aesthetics? Option A, Arthur Dando. Option B, Alexander Baumgarten. Option C, Immanuel Kant. Option D, David Hume. The right answer is option B, Alexander Baumgarten. Next question. Who among the following drew attention to the role of print language in enabling the rise and spread of nationalism? Option A, Ernest Gellner. Option B, Charles Jenks. Option C, Benedict Anderson. Option D, Frederick Jameson. The right answer is option C, Benedict Anderson. And next question. Which one of the following accurately the view of Frankfurt School of Critical Theory? Option A. The culture industry is still in their mass audience a capacity to question and transform. Option B. The culture industry engender passivity and conformity among their mass audience. Option C. Power and culture are two distinct modes of social articulation separate from each other. Option D. The analysis of culture should be divorced from politics and power relation. This is a literary theory question. The right answer is option B. Culture industry engender passivity and conformity among their mass audience. And we are moving to the next set of questions. Which of the following group of words correctly state the stage of communication as envisioned by Stuart Hall in his essay Encoding Decoding? You can read the options and let me know which is the correct um, chronological order of stages of communication. Okay. So if you look at it, first of all, message is being produced and then it gets circulated and distributed. Then it is consumed and then it is reproduced. So our correct option would be option C. Next question. Who among the following held that the people of Hindustan are a race of men lamentably degenerate and base, retaining but a feeble sense of moral obligation? Option A, Charles Williams Macaulay. Option C, Charles Grant. Option D, David Hare. The right answer is option C, Charles Grant. Next question. Which agency among the following made a distinction between teaching English as a skill and teaching of English literature? Option A, University Education Commission. Option B, Secondary Education Commission. Option C, Indian University Commission. Option D, Education Commission. The right answer is option D, Education Commission of 1964 to 66. Next question. Which agency among the following was of the view that use of English divides the people into two nations, the few who govern and the many who are governed? Option A, the Kunsuru Committee. Option B, Education Committee of 1948. Option C, Education Committee 64-66. Option D, the Working Group on Regional Language. Here the right answer is option B, the Education Commission of 1948. So even though the Education Commission is the answer in both these questions, please note the year, okay? Next question. Who is the author of the complete plain word? Option A, Samuel Johnson. Option B, Daniel Jones. Option C, Ernest Govers. Option D, Michael Everson. The right answer here is option D, Ernest Govers. Next question. Who among the following has coined the term gender-elect? Option A, Lydia Callis. Option B, Kate Burrage. Option C, Deborah Tannen. Option D, Mary Hayes. I hope you are responding in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video as well if you are finding this useful. The right answer here is option C, Deborah Tannen. Next question. Nice day again, isn't it? This sentence is an example of option A, code switching. Option B, multiple negation. Option C, fatigue communication. Option D, nominalization. The right answer here is option C, fatigue communication. Next question. Language allows us to talk about the things and events not present in immediate environment. Which of the following terms describe this property of language? Option A, arbitrariness. Option B, displacement. Option C, productivity. Option D, discreteness. These are all PYQ, so do remember this question. Think about the chapter in which these questions contain and make your preparation accordingly. Here the right answer is option B, displacement. Next question. In Advancement of Learning, Francis Bacon divides poetry into three divisions. Option A, philosophical, religious, imaginative. Option B, epic, dramatic, lyrical. Option C, narrative, representative, allusive. Option D, ode, sonnet, eclogue. The right answer here is option C, narrative, representative, allusive. Next question. Which one of these essay by Ezra Pound define an image as that which present an intellectual and emotional complex in an instant of time? Option A, a retrospect. Option B, the tradition. Option C, the Renaissance. Option D, how to read. The right answer is option A, retrospect. Next question. Who wrote the essay Naipaul's India and Mine as a reply to V.S. Naipaul's An Area of Darkness? Option A, A.K. Ramanujan. Option B, Nissim Ezekiel. Option C, Nayantara Segal. Option D, Mahesh Duttani. Here the right answer is option B, Ezekiel. Next question. Which of the following short story by George Louis Borges has its epigraph from The Anatomy of Melancholy? Option A, Borges and I. Option B, Death and the Compass. Option C, The Library of Babel. Option D, Garden of Forking Path. The right answer here is Library of Babel. Next question. How does Christ respond to the Grand Inquisitor's accusation in Brother Karamazov? Option A, he kneels before the Grand Inquisitor. Option B, he kissed the Grand Inquisitor on his lips. Option C, he begins to weep in remorse. Option D, he says, Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Mea culpa means my fault in Spanish. So here the right answer is option B. My mistake is option B. Next question. In which short story does the narrator witness a consumptive young man named Mr. Shiner recreate the eve of St. Agnes in a trance? Option A, E.M. Forster. Option A, E.M. Forster's The Eternal Moment. Option B, Rudyard Kipling's Wireless. Option C, Somerset Maugham's The Creative Impulse. Option D, Aldous Huxley's The Bookshop. Here the right answer is option B, Rudyard Kipling's Wireless. Mr. Pumpchook is a character in option A, Little Dorrit, option B, Nicholas Nickleby, option C, Hard Times, option D, Great Expectation. We have seen a similar question in the previous PYQ as well. If you haven't already watched it, do consider subscribing. Go to our playlist section, tap on the PYQ series, and you can see the 100 questions that we discussed there. Anyway, here the right answer is Great Expectation. Next question. To which of these boarding school is Jane Eyre sent by her aunt Mrs. Reed? Option A, Lowood School. Option B, Hailsham School. Option C, Abbey Mount. Option D, Greyfair School. This is an in-depth question, so do make it a point to read the summary of at least the major works. Here the answer is option A, Lowood School. Next question. Which of the following short story by Edgar Allan Poe has a narrator who has a rival with the same name and uncanny physical resemblance? Option A, Hope Frog. Option B, William Wilson. Option C, The System of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather. Option D, The Imp of Perverse. Here the right answer is option B, William Wilson. So we have completed 30 questions, 20 more to go. And I hope you guys are with me. If yes, do consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel because we will be discussing more such PYQs in the future. Let's move on. What is the titular Setebos in Robert Browning's Caliban upon Setebos referred to? Option A, the original name of Sycorax. Option B, the brutal god in Caliban beliefs. Option C, the name of the island in which Caliban lived. Option D, the monster whom Caliban is afraid of. The right answer here is option B. Next question. Which of the following poems by Philip Larkin ends with the line, "Never such innocence again"? Option A, An Arundel Tomb. Option B, 1914. So this Roman letters, it means 1914. Okay, this is the Roman numerical of 1914. Option C, this be the verse. Option D, Obad. Let me know your answer in the comment section. The right answer here is option B, 1914. Next question. Which of the following is true in relation to Edmund Spenser's The Faerie Queene? Option A letter addressed to Sir Walter Raleigh was prefixed to the 1590 edition of the poem. Option B, a letter addressed to Sir Walter Raleigh was appended to the 1590 edition of the poem. Option C, a letter addressed to Sir Walter Raleigh was prefixed to the 1596 edition of the poem. Option D, a letter addressed to Sir Walter Raleigh was appended to the 1596 edition of the poem. So there's just the difference of a word and a year. Which do you think is the right answer? The right answer is option B. It's appended to the 1590 edition. Next question. Who was Milton's model when he recast the first edition of Paradise Lost in 10 books to 12 books of the second edition? Option A, Lucan. Option B, Ovid. Option C, Virgil. Option D, Homer. The right answer is option C, Virgil. Next question. In Harold Pinter's play, The Birthday Party, who suggests the idea of having a birthday party? Option A, Meg. Option B, Goldberg. Option C, Lulu. Option D, McCann. Another in-depth question. So do make a note of the important works that are being discussed here. And if you have time, read it. Otherwise, go through a detailed summary. Here the right answer is option B, Goldberg. Next question. Which of the following character instruct Faustus in the dark arts? Option A, Robin and Raff. Option B, Cornelius and Walters. Option C, Wagner and Bruno. Option D, Old Man and Evil Angel. This is a question from Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe. And the right answer is option B, Cornelius and Walters. Next question. What is the content of the suitcase that Lucky carries in the second act of Waiting for Godot? Option A, books. Option B, Pozo clothing. Option C, sand. Option D, tiny skull. Again, Waiting for Godot is a seminal work and you have to read it because there is only 2 acts in that play. This is an in-depth question. The right answer is option C, sand. Next question. In which act of William Congreve's The Way of the World does proviso scene between Mirabell and Millamant take place? Option A, Act 1. Option B, Act 2. Option C, Act 3. Option D, Act 4. Another in-depth question. This time from The Way of the World. It's another play. The right answer is Act 4. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct in relation to Shakespeare's work? Option A, the folio edition appears in the 16th century and quarto appears in the 17th century. Option B, the quarto appeared during his lifetime. Folio appeared posthumously. Option C, the folio edition appeared during his lifetime and quarto appeared posthumously. Option D, the quarto refers to work between 1594 and 99 and the folio include work written between 1608 and 1613. Which statement is true about William Shakespeare's folios and quarto? Here, statement B is correct. Quarto appeared during his lifetime, folio appeared posthumously. Next question. Which of the following sites conform to the documentation format of the 8th edition of the MLA handbook? So I won't read the option because it's quite confusing if I read them out loud. Do read the option yourself and let me know which 2 options are correct. Okay, according to the 8th edition of MLA handbook. You have time. This is actually a dropped question, so let's not waste time here. This is a dropped question, but I think this is right and this is also right. Sorry. The answer given is option A here, so A and B, but this is a dropped question. So we'll be moving on to the next question. While assembling a work bibliography, which 2 of the following reference sources will be particularly useful to a literary research? Option A, MLA International Bibliography. Option B, New Princeton Encyclopedia of Poetry and Poetics. Option C, Library of Congress Catalog. Option D, Reader's Guide to Periodical Literature. If you are a researcher and you are working on a bibliography, which 2 book would you choose as your source? That's the question. So this is right. MLA International Bibliography is needed. So that means A or C is our answer. And this is also right. So A and D, option C is our right answer. Next question. Which of the 2 following periodicals are devoted to feminist theoretical discussion? Option A, Spectrum. Option B, Science. Option C, Chrysalis. Option D, Transition. Which 2 periodicals? The right answer is option A. So, science and chrysalis. Next question. Which two of the following features shall apply to Roland Barthes' notion of a writerly text? Statement A. In case of a writerly text, the reader accepts the meaning without too much reading effort. Statement B. A writerly text tend to focus attention on what is written. Statement C. A writerly text make the reader a producer. Statement D. A writerly text tend to be self-conscious. Which is true about writerly text? These are statement questions, by the way, so you have to choose two statements which are true. The right answer is option D. This and this is right. Next question. A deconstructive reading of a text show that. Statement A. A text is to be read always in the context. Statement B. There is nothing except the text. Statement C. A text may betray itself. Statement D. A text may possess an ascertainable meaning. Statement C. There is an endless postponement of meaning. Which three answers are right? So if you know deconstruction, it is always say there is nothing outside the text. So statement B is right. We know that. And there are three options with statement B in it. And three options have C also in it. So we know C is also right. A text may betray itself. B and C is right. So is it A, D or E? E is right. There is an endless postponement of meaning. That's what deconstruction is about. So B, C, E is our right answer. Which of the two following edited the defining work of the third wave feminism, this bridge called my back, writings by radical women of color? Audre Lorde, Barbara Smith, Gloria Anzaldúa, Cherry Moroga. The right option is B. C. Next question. Which of the two following defended poetry against Plato's denigration of poetry? Option A. Dryden, Shelley, Eliot, Sidney. Which two poets defended poetry? It's a fairly direct question, so Shelley and Sidney are our answer. Next question. Which of the two following are Samuel Johnson's statement about metaphysical poet? They were singular in their thought, they were careful in their diction, they affected combination of dissimilar images, they avoided occult resemblance. So Samuel Johnson said that they were singular in their thought and they affected combination of dissimilar image, that is metaphysical conceit. So A and C should be our answer. Option D is our answer. Next question. Which of play are mentioned in T.S. Eliot's Tradition and Individual Talent? Agamemnon, Antigone, Othello, Dr. Faustus. The right answer is Agamemnon and Othello. And the last and final question for today. Which two of the following essay have proved particularly productive in the disciplinary practice of culture studies? Let me know your answer. Is it Laura Mulvey's Visual Pleasure, Victor Schlosky Art as Technique, Sigmund Freud's The Uncanny, Stuart Hall's Encoding Decoding? The questions about culture studies. So Stuart Hall should be there because he was a main proponent. And there is actually only one option with option D in it, with statement D in it. So that's how you use the process of elimination. But anyhow, Laura Mulvey and Stuart Hall, their essay were Very important for the practice of culture study. And with that, we reached the first 50 question of this question paper, and we will be discussing the rest of the questions in another live stream. So if you continue, don't forget to subscribe, like this video especially so that I know that you found this helpful. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned because I will be discussing the rest of the questions as soon as possible. So I'll see you in another video. Till then, take care. Thank you for listening.